Hey guys! So today I have a curriculum update for you. I'm going to talk about the things that we've stopped using altogether, things that are working well for us, and the things that I probably won't be using next year. It's almost gone, but some water. I did have tea, I finished that. I've got my flavored water in here. Grab a drink and come and watch with me. Okay, so I'm going to start with what is working for us this year. We've got a few different things that we're using that I'm going to continue to use next year as well. The first is Explode the Code. Use this for my 5-year-old and my just turned 4-year-old. They really love it, and it's kind of a nice break from their traditional language arts. We have Draw right now. This is more of a fun thing. I'm crafty, but I'm not really artsy. My husband is, so he likes to draw with them and do things like that, but just has fun things like maps. Then there's also animals to draw, and they're meant to copy this as well, which we have just recently started doing with my older. With my younger, I usually just have him write the first letter. So if this is a prairie dog, I'll have him write P and practice that sound. I say 3-year-old, he just turned 4. These mind benders for my older son. I'll show you one he hasn't done yet. So these are pretty fun. I thought it would be too tricky for him, but it's not. My younger son is actually starting to pick it up now too. And we really like the Good and the Beautiful handwriting. I've got a few different levels. I have my younger son he just started on the kindergarten, and he does actually very well with it, but I am gonna order him the pre-writing the doodles one, just to so he doesn't finish the kindergarten one too early, basically. And he loved doing the pre-writing doodles, the first one. They didn't come out with the second one until after we had already ordered the kindergarten one, but I'm placing an order soon. So anyway, the last thing that we are continuing with is the Good and the Beautiful language arts. I really love it. I remember when I first found them, 3 years ago now. It was right before my oldest turned 3, so about this time 3 years ago, and I just loved them. I thought it was so cool, it's so pretty, and I've continued to really like them, and they're coming out with more things, which is awesome. Okay, so now let's get into the things that are not working, that we've either stopped using, or I'll go with what we're absolutely not using anymore now. Okay, so first is Writing Without Tears. I wanted it to work for my younger son. He just wasn't into it. I think he just wants to go straight into letters. He's already more advanced than my older was at his age, and yeah, he just never got into it. So we're not going to do that anymore. I do have the wooden letters from them that we still occasionally practice with, and he likes kind of just playing with those. And then the other thing that we're not doing is by Blossom and Root. It's really pretty curriculum, and it was fun for them, but it was very self-led, and there just wasn't you want your curriculum to work for you at least a bit, and it felt like it was a very, very mild guide, and I had to do a lot of work. It had a lot of suggestions on books for me to go get, videos for us to watch, things to do, but not guided at all. And just having a baby and moving, all that stuff, it wasn't worth the time, I think. So we have a new science that I already have that I'll show you in my curriculum video. So it was science, and it was space, and it sounded fun. They have a new letter each lesson, and it's about traveling to space, and it sounds really cool, but then when you start doing it, it's just very repetitive. Another thing, okay, so those are what we're absolutely not using. Now for the two things that we're still kind of using, you'll see. Okay, so this is another by Blossom and Root. This is their art, and I actually loved it a lot, and we paused it because we did move, had a baby, husband started a new job, all of these things that were very time consuming, and so I was kind of just doing the bare minimum of or what came easy to me. So they've still been doing art, but in ways that I'm familiar with and comfortable with. Anyway, I'm keeping this around. We are definitely going to pick this up again. I can talk more about it in my curriculum that we're using next year video. Okay, and the last one that I'm like sad to say that we're not going to be using anymore. I've been using this one as well, like when we first started thinking about homeschooling right before he turned 3. Just started really slowly with the preschool level. Did that for about 1.5 years, you know, just going slowly, just so he got used to school. Anyway, it is Singapore Math. This is my younger son's pre-K. I love it, but with having a baby, all of this stuff going on, multiple kids that I'm teaching, it has a lot of expectations of me to do the activities, set them all up, find the right manipulatives, read through about 10 different activities and figure out which one works for us. I was excited because coming up my son would be doing the level 1, which does come with the home instructor's guide, and I was so excited for that. But it is $150 for the year. The one that we are switching to is a lot cheaper. You might be able to guess, but I'll talk about that in my curriculum video. Anyway, it just, as much as I liked it and I love the activity ideas that they give, and they're very easy to follow, but it's just about, we do math every day, and having to find an activity and get all of those things gathered every day for math was just cumbersome, I suppose. It was just, yeah, it was too hard having a baby, and already I'm like, okay, she's napping, let's do it, let's do homeschool, let's do it. And they're at the table, they're so ready, and it's like, oh, I forgot to grab this, oh, I gotta go grab this for you, and I just feel like I'm ping-ponging back and forth when I could just sit and do the curriculum. So anyway, that is my curriculum update. You saw what we're loving, you saw what's not working for us, and I am excited to share with you guys soon. It'll probably be my next video of the curriculum that we are going to be using this next year, or maybe I'll wait till I get it in the mail, because I only have half of it so far. Yes, I'll wait till I get it in the mail and I'll show you guys. But thanks for joining me today. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions specifically about any of this curriculum, let me know, and I will hopefully be able to answer them for you guys. All right, thanks for watching.